Hello everybody, my name is Anson. Welcome to a brand new Let's Play in Hearts of Iron 4. This time we're trying out the Equestria at War mod. A Hearts of Iron 4 mod based on the My Little Pony universe. So yeah, I was looking on the, I think it's the Hearts of Iron 4 subreddit. I don't exactly remember where I was looking at it. But it said that Equestria at War was one of the bigger Hearts of Iron 4 total conversion mods that there actually is. I haven't played it. I haven't seen anybody play it. I don't even see anybody really talk about it at all. So, you know, I thought about, why not look at it? I mean, you can see right here, we got a brand new map with two little continents here. And, like, there are so many different factions, or so many different countries, and they all have basically their own decision trees. Like, there's like a lot of work actually put into this mod, which is a surprise, to say the least. I was not expecting this much detail in a My Little Pony conversion mod for Hearts of Iron 4, but yeah, I mean, we'll try it out. We'll see how it actually goes. I just thought, the premise for a World War II based My Little Pony experience was different enough that we had to try it. I don't really know anything about My Little Pony. I'll just say that up front. I'm sure maybe some people do. But I'm not too familiar with the lore, the My Little Pony expanded universe. I know Equestria, that's like the main place, and I know there's like I know a handful of the pony names, but other than that, I don't really know anybody here. So we got some fascist ponies, excellent. We have the Equestrians, who's led by Princess Lestia, and their Harmony, which I'm pretty sure is basically like it's like a democratic. So we got democracy, we have fascism, and we have communism. So it's got all three of the main factions within Hearts of Iron 4. And of course, you also have the non-aligned, but we can ignore that for now. So I decided I'm going to be playing as the nation of Stalliongrad because that's just a fantastic name. It's just objectively good. Okay, so first things first, let's look at our focus tree. What can we do? So right now we can only do the palace, but you can see there is a pretty extensive, or a pretty like decent sized focus tree here. What the heck? Okay. There's some weird shit under my desk and I don't know why. So I know eventually there's going to be an election. You can see there's three choices here for general secretaries: Darkwing, Vasily, and Sinister. Sinister doesn't seem like a great name. I don't know if I can really trust somebody who's named Sinister. But, first things first, we're going to do the only event we actually have, which is the Palace. So we are Altidia. We're communist. Occupied territory, just Equestria. Apparently have some core territories there, so I'm not too sure. We have one puppet state, the small little town up here of our town, led by this dude. And as you can see, all of our little things over here are ponies, because of course they are. Except for this tank, which is fantastic. I don't know what you are, because you got wings. I think you're like Pegasuses. Pegasi? I'm really not too sure. So if you look at a research tree, you can see there's a new upgraded research tree. I mean, it's mostly the same, but it's got a handful of differences. Primitive weapons, muzzle-loaded weapons. PPS 10, fantastic. So it is the year 1007. Of course, we're gonna go for the basic industry stuff, which is normally what I like to go for at the beginning, anyways. Research speed, and of course, there's pony technologies, unique technologies specifically for the ponies. As far as I can tell, each of the races have their own unique tech tree. You can see over here we got griffins. We have this polar bear, which I've seen this picture of a polar bear before. I'm not too sure where it comes from, but I'm pretty sure I've seen this bear before, but he's very upset. And then our final technology is probably going to be I think, let's start dispersed industry. I feel like that one's just the best. I might be completely wrong, but it's just kind of how I've always seen it. Do we have any commanders already? We do. Let's put Veronica in charge, because why not? We'll just put her on the border with Equestria, I guess. I mean, this is also an equestrian puppet state, the Crystal Empire. I'm just saying, the pony with the hammer and sickle in the background is just, it's fantastic. We have some decisions available. We can ignore that for now. Free civilian factory. So we have 11 out of 13. How many military factories do we have? We have 11. So we're pretty evenly split. So I'm going to go and build a handful of civilian factories first. Mostly, you know, in our 90%, and then some in our 60%. After that, we can think about building some the military factories. Apparently, we are using 47% for consumer goods, which is not fantastic. No vision basic training. Oh yeah, for the 50, yeah, that's for the no experience mods. So we can just get rid of that now. As you can see, the Palace of the Soviets. Palace Soviets plan detailing to construct Administrative Center and Congress Hall for all ponies in the center of Stalliongrad. So, you know, I'm sure these will come available once we maybe have finished up this decision here. We have some free dockyards. I guess we just make some convoys because we don't actually have that many. And I don't know what else we would really build for right now. I don't know if we don't have a navy as far as I can tell. No, we do. We have a small little navy here. With the PHS, Stalliongrad, Petershoof, Revolution, Darkwing. I mean, they're all... It's all extremely good, but extremely odd at the same time. You know, it's not really what I was expecting, I guess, to say the least. So let's get some rubber from the Minotaurs. Because, you know, where else would we get rubber from? And then I guess we'll just go up to speed 5 for now. You know, just beginning of a campaign, usually just can have it on speed 5. You're not really doing too much. We are missing motorized divisions. I guess we can build a handful of them. I mean, we are building a handful of planes, but... we have motorized divisions? We do. So let's just get rid of planes for now. I mean, planes are important, but apparently we need motorized divisions more. And then we'll just build fighters, and then we'll build early bombers afterwards. Fantastic. You know, also build some more factories. So we're getting 26 rifles a day. We have a volunteer only at the moment. That's fine. Apparently there's stuff for all these things, so that's great. No division basic training. Well, let us train up. What are you? You're not great. You're even worse. What if we just make our infantry a little bit bigger? At a recon company, save that. It'll probably upgrade all of these current troops. And that's fine. The home of the revolution, more than a decade ago, a great revolutionary named Steel Stallion sparked a revolt in the city of Stalliongrad, one of the poorest regions in Equestria. They dreamed of forming a country with a complete new economic and social dream, where every pony is given equal opportunity, where every pony receives everything according to their needs. The revolt spread like wildfire and received support from the surrounding cities and villages. Equestrian officials were sent to quell the rebellion with the independence of the Republic of Stalliongrad was announced. The Equestrian Army Command could not tolerate it, and in several hours, the Equestrian Royal Army entered the territory of the Young Republic. The war continued for less than a week before Princess Lestia personally ordered her troops to stop their advance. Several generals were fired from their posts for their aggressive actions. With hopes for a brighter future, the determined ponies of Stalliongrad continued their struggle. Never forget. We're missing light tanks as well. We're not building any light tanks. I guess we'll build some land ships, I guess. I mean, we need more military factories, so... well, okay. It's not that we need more civilian factories. We need less consumer goods. Because right now, are we on civilian economy? We are. So if we can get straight to partial mobilization, that would be fantastic. We have a little bit of fuel. What resources do we actually have in the country? We have a little bit of oil. We have a decent amount of aluminum. We have some tungsten, a decent amount of steel. Our little puppet state has some crystal, which is a new resource in the mod. Yeah, we also have 22 crystals. They are used. It said somewhere. I think I didn't show it on the stream, or not in the stream, in the video. But they are used to make. I know they used to make nuclear weapons. That's one thing they do. But there's also a couple of other things. They're used for basically strong weapons. As far as I can tell, at least. The time of troubles. After more than a decade since the establishment of the Republic of Stalliongrad, the future of it has been covered in a mist of disputes, political and social stagnation. Promises of a better life are not becoming reality. However, the masses are not discouraged yet. If we manage to choose the right path, reform the government, finish industrialization, and end the food shortage problem, we can rely on our people to support us in every move. Yeah, I need a bigger army. I mean, we have Pegasuses, though, so everything can't be that bad. What are the Pegasuses? Pegasi. They are just... I'm really not too sure. I'm assuming they might just be like better... I'm not considered... Are they considered mobile infantry? Like what are they actually counted under? Are they mobile? Yeah, they're considered paratroopers. Okay. I mean, that's understandable. So you are a 4x2. You're... You know, let's get rid of this one because we don't need it for now. And that should be, I think, okay. Do we have any militias in our army? Can I make this into a better picture? No, I can't. Not at least at the moment. Having only 9 divisions is not great. Equestria, we can see they have 12 to 24 with the 8 to 12 from their puppet. The Changeling Lands have a decent amount as well. And we got some like Griffins over here, but that doesn't... I don't think really matters to us at all. At least not yet. Yeah, we should be training some troops as well. We'll train up a handful of infantry. And I guess train up some more Pegasuses? Pegasi? Low pony power. Party disagreements with the revolution. When the revolution succeeded, the Stalliongradian Communist Party took control of the state within their hooves, where most of the time the highest positions of the party have been occupied by Atildia Revoltsovia and Vasily Panchukio, the 2 Earth ponies under whose leadership Stalliongrad began its transformation into a socialist state. During that time, 2 ponies envied each other more and more. Over time, their leadership had turned into a competition of personal achievement. The party is split into 2 groups, each supporting their leader and the preference. Okay, so we got like a Trotsky, a Stalin split here going on in our pony commune. What about other people? Like, I'm assuming you have, yeah, you have a whole tree as well. Like, do the polar bears have a tree? No, they just have default tree. That's kind of boring. Oh, there's like a Penguin King though. They're gonna apparently maybe go fascist. We'll see what the penguins do. Okay, so it's February already. What does this do? Gives us an event. A coup attempt in Lake City. At dawn today, elements in the Lake City military led by General WWII attempted a coup against the government. Rebels managed to assassinate several key government officials and seize parliament, the mayor's palace, and the war ministry. WWII appeared on national radio and announced the formation of a new military government to promote national harmony and renew. However, the mayor himself was able to escape, and with the help of loyal members of the military, the situation was eventually defused, and troops returned to their barracks by dawn the next day. General WWII and other coup leaders were quickly arrested. Where the hell is Lake City? I think it's over here somewhere. Answer is I have no idea. But, you know, but things are going down in Lake City. So we need 150 political power. We're only getting 0.49 a day. That's not great. The power of the ponies. Arguments in the Spring Soviet are rising in strength every day, and more active and radical pony at Altledia promotes change and openness of the state affairs to the public. Vasily argues that to prevent counter-revolution and promote stability, Stalliongrad should stick to the current government, and wait for the right moment to act. They both suggest their own vision of the actions to take in the current situation. Hello, Equestria. I guess I'll prepare a military plan against you. I know it's probably not going to really come of anything yet. I guess we'll just kind of go like this. I'm sure that's fine. I'm really not too sure. I mean, we don't have enough troops to even deal with all this, so... military training. Let's not do that for now, because I think I want to save my experience or my political power for more useful things. Our troops are, you know, they're mostly okay. We have a handful of people that are green, but that's not the worst in the world. Different outlook. In the latest private meeting of the party members, the main topic of discussion was the situation in the country. As always, the two leaders expressed different plans for the first steps of solving the issues that concern the citizens today. Altildria suggests that Stalliongrad requires an expansion of propaganda and education campaigns in order to make more ponies class-aware and interested in politics, which in the long run will provide us with capable ministers and organizers. Vasily suggested that the state needs to relocate these resources and spending supporting the worker cooperatives in Stalliongrad. This path will lead to industrialization that can be finished quicker. So we can either... How are factories be? I think better ministers maybe would be better. New ponies in government. I mean, that's the infantry expert, which I generally like. Most of these guys... Army reformer. Let's do the propaganda broadcast. That seems fine. I think that like Altidia? I think that's how you say it. So the palace is complete. The emperor is dead after a long 40-year reign. The Griffonian Emperor Governor V passed away in the imperial palace. After a brief period of utter chaos in the capital, a proper regent council was established to guide and care for Prince Grover VI to protect the empire. After the situation was stabilized, a short and private funeral procession was organized for the late emperor as per his dying wishes, and a ceremony was held confirming Prince Grover's succession to the throne. Industrial... Okay, this is actually what it did. Military construction, it's only like 10 days, or 300 days, which isn't that much. Well, you are political power. Political power is actually really good. Stability plus 20%, and more communism support. Yeah, 300 days is really not that much. I mean, this one is only 28 days, so that's not bad. A new Merland seeks Patreon. The emergency session of a new Maryland Commonwealth Congress came to a close this morning to a vote of 150 to 76 in favor of seeking immediate separation from the government of Equestria. This follows the collapse of negotiations between Equestria and New Maryland on the subject of New Maryland sovereignty and the poor economic situation that ravages the nation. The vote has been applauded by many for the first true steps to path to independence. The Governor General and many of the ruling UEP remained mute on the matter. Who the hell is New Maryland? Oh, you're New Maryland. The Commonwealth of New Maryland. United Ponies Alliance. Oh yeah, we probably should actually check and see what the factions are here. So we got the United Ponies Alliance with them and their puppet states. We have the Changeling Hegemony. We have apparently the Reichspakt. Fantastic. We got the River Coalition, Quelia, and the Carthaginian Pact. Apparently we don't have a faction quite yet, but I'm hoping at some point we probably will. We have 184 political power. Can I not go to partial mobilization? I think I just want to go to partial mobilization like right away. Just, you know, probably like the most important thing. The construction of the Palace of the Soviets. As constructors have started clearing the ground for the city center, the old pre-revolutionary apartment buildings are being demolished to make space for a new monumental parliament building, the Palace of the Soviets. This will be truly a great architectural achievement. The world will know the mighty hoof of Stalliongrad workers. The future awaits. And all these things become available. So order a statue for the palace. Part of the palace to be actually completed. Okay. Apparently at some point we can just abandon the construction, but we're not going to abandon the construction. The palace should be built. Construct the Palace of the Soviets. 35 political power. It's going to take 1,000 days. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm sure we're probably going to get some events based on that. Some of them good, probably some of them bad. But I do think this is going to be a good time to end the episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, run a thumbs up. If you not enjoy, you can always thumb down. Subscribe, and goodbye.